Hello, welcome to Cosmic Readings and Messages 777. This is updated on April 7th, 2020, just after midnight, where I am located here in the United States. This is an updated message regarding the global pandemic. This is a reading and message for the world, for the globe, for all of my viewers. I know I don't have a lot, but I'm compelled to get this message out there. So I'm following what the spirits, angels, the universe collectively wants me to put out there. It's been an interesting last a little over a week, I guess. I wholeheartedly recommend, if you haven't seen the previous messages, that you go back and watch the intro video to the channel to find out a little bit more about me and how I actually do my readings, which is a little bit unconventional compared to some others. Also, I don't really use the astrological signs and stuff like that. I just bring forth whatever message the spirits and angels want to convey to me, which I collectively call the universe, and I tend to use all three phrases in my readings, only because I like to mention them all. It's just my own personal style. Again, go back and watch the intro video to find out more. I also recommend you go back and listen to or watch some of the videos that have to do with this global pandemic that I posted over the last, week and a half, whatever it is, to find out the direction that things are going, because this is an update to the one that I did, not yesterday, but the day before, which it was an update to the previous one from last week, which was an update to the previous one. So, it's a case of I'm following up because I've been getting a lot of dreams and messages, in particular about something else that's going on while this pandemic is going on. There's something dark and evil that's going on at the same time. And what I've done is I've actually gone and I got the I don't have any cards out like I normally do in the beginning. I sort of set this up rather quickly, so I'm just going to shuffle the angel cards, and I'm not even going to let one flip. I'm just going to shuffle them real quick, and I'm going to just throw one down here on the video there. Let's see here. I'm not gonna let one flip. I'm just gonna let the spirits guide me to something I should stop. I'm gonna stop at this one and just put it down there, just so there's a card there. It looks nice on the video. And I'll go ahead and I'll shuffle the major tarot cards, the major arcana tarot cards, because I do separate the minor and the major because I use them for different things. So I'm not gonna let one flip. I'm just gonna sort of shuffle them and stop and put one here on the video without actually seeing what it is. Okay. Now, what I was going to say was I've actually gone on YouTube and looked at some other people's readings regarding this pandemic to see if anyone else is picking up anything else like I'm picking up. And some are and some aren't. There, you start searching for readings and messages and pandemic and stuff here on YouTube, and you can wind up going down lots of little rabbit holes and actually down some sore drains. Not rabbit holes, they're sore drains. And a lot of weird stuff is going on out there. And there's something I really do need to mention. How do I put this? There are some people doing readings about this pandemic and about what's going on, and I found them very disturbing, and I watched them for a little while, and I actually heard voices saying, "Turn this off, turn this off. These people are not following the light," and some of them are political, and these people are doing readings and they've got thousands of viewers and they're considered to be oh so wonderful. And I was watching some of them, and I mean, they were so politically biased. There was no mention of spirits or angels or the universe or anything. I watched several readers that were speaking about in different parts of the world. So they're talking about their own leaders, kings and queens, dictators, and the president of the United States. And some of them were okay, and some of them were very biased. And I don't care what your political leaning is. If you're getting messages from spirits and angels, and collectively I call the universe, you should not be tainting your readings with your own bias. There was a couple in particular that did these so-called special readings, and before they even started the reading, they went on like a political... they had to make like a political statement about who was horrible, who was doing a horrible job on this. And I will admit, quite a few of them were pointing their fingers, their nasty little fingers, at President of the United States, Trump. I know there's quite a few people in the world that really hate him, and some people say it's a derangement syndrome. I'm aware of that. But if you're going to be using the cards and getting messages from the angels, and you're not even calling upon them, and all you're doing is spouting a political narrative that you hate this person, then how can your readings possibly not be biased? What I have found is I can actually go through the cards and without calling upon spirits and angels, because I've actually conducted some of these little experiments myself, because go back, if you watch my intro video, I'm actually a science person. I'm looking for proof. I'm looking for facts. I'm looking for evidence. And also because of my background and my own personal experiences, that's why I'm doing this, because I am connected to something that I can't explain, and it's just there. And I sort of understand why. They've explained to me why, because of my own personal journey in life. And again, go back to the intro video and you'll find out more. But what I have done is I've actually just pulled out the cards and gone through them and just asked simple questions. And I didn't ask for the spirits and angels. I did not ask the universe to answer a specific question from them. I was just saying, okay, cards, what's the answer to this? What advice do you have for that? And I just got like random cards, and they didn't make any sense, which is what you would expect. It's like, oh, well, that card really doesn't mean anything. But soon as I said, spirits, angels, universe, please come forward. I need your advice. I need your help. I need to find out about something, or I want to help somebody. Can you give me advice? That's when the cards actually work. And the cards that come through actually answer the question. Or they might even give advice that I didn't even ask for somebody else. And the other person will say, oh, that message, it makes total sense to me. But there's a lot of readers out there that I've noticed, I mean, more than a handful, that are just giving political statements about what's going on. And then they're going to their cards, and I watch how they shuffle, and I watch what they're doing, and they're actually looking at the cards, and they put cards aside, or they ignore cards that flip and come up, and they go through them until it's almost like they're waiting for the right card that they're looking for to appear. And then they pull it out and they say, oh, and this card means this person is evil, and oh, they're going to be pushed out of office, and oh yeah, they're going to get impeached, and or this person's doing a great job and this person isn't. Oh, and there's a backroom deal going on that we don't know about. And then they go through their cards some more, and they find another card that fits their narrative, and they're like, and look at this. And I've actually watched some of these videos, and they're not thanking the spirits or angels. They're not thanking the universe. They're just simply asking questions to the cards. And the more I watch them, the more I'm saying, they're not doing a reading. They're just using the cards to push their own narrative. And then I read the comments, and they're just full of hate and vitriol, and they're talking about how horrible certain world leaders are. That's not what the spirits and angels are about. They're about love. They're about light. They're about giving us guidance. They want to help us. So I know I've rambled for a little while with this. I just want to get that out of the way, because your political bent, your own personal feeling, should not have any bearing on doing your readings. And no one should be starting a reading with sort of a monologue on what they think of the world and what they think of certain leaders. Because as far as I'm concerned, even though I'm dealing with very, very beautiful spirits and angels that are full of light and full of love and happiness, and they want to help us. As far as I'm concerned, these people are drawing on either their own feelings, or they're pulling up something evil themselves, because their readings are so dark and nasty. And that's not what this is about. So I would advise anyone, because I know there's cross-watchers. I do the same thing. I watch other readers. I want to see what's going on. And I have found some very, very good readers. And it turns out some of the best readings I've seen online are from people who don't have a lot of followers. Maybe just dozens, or maybe 100 or 200 or 300 or under 500. People that don't have a lot of followers. And I guess, well, maybe the ones that do have a lot of followers, maybe they figure, that's where they can make their little political statement, because they have a lot of people watching them, which again is not what the spirits and angels are all about. That's not what they're here for. They're not here for you to push your own agenda. So I would tell anyone who's watching and cross-watching to be very, very careful about who you're watching and listening to what they're saying. If they're just trying to push an agenda, whether it's good or bad or indifferent, or they start off their reading by, they basically tell you what their reading is going to be. Like they're already telling you how bad and how horrible or dastardly their reading is going to be when it comes to these political figures. If they're already telling you that before they even start the reading, you might as well just go to another channel, because I guarantee you that reading is going to validate everything that they said in their little monologue. And if you're one of those readers, the spirits and angels are not happy with you. I can tell you that. I've had many dreams, and I've had many personal readings with myself, or I've asked questions, and that is not what these spirits and angels are here for. They're here to comfort us. They're here to help us. They're not here to push your agenda and have you search for the card that you want to come forward. And you may get your little conforming people that agree with everything you say on your page. But that's not what this is about. So you don't have any light with you. And you're pushing an agenda of hate. And you're using the universe and the spirits and angels against what they're actually here for. So I just want to get that out of the way. And like I said, I saw a bunch of these readings where, because I wanted to find out what else was going on with this pandemic. I was actually searching, and I was cross-watching many other readers, and there's some really, really good readers. And there's some out there with thousands of subscribers, and good luck for them. And they do some very, very good readings, and they really do keep their own personal feelings out of it, and they follow what the cards are saying, and they don't make it up as they go along. So let me just move on, because I just needed to get that off my chest, because it's not good. And that's not what this is all about. They want to help us. And they don't want people to be using their names, the spirits and angels, as their crutch to carry on their own little agenda. So just know that. If you go to any reader that starts off with a little monologue that's political in nature, and they're telling you what their personal feelings are, and then their reading just starts following exactly their agenda, you might as well just turn to another page. Go to another reader, because they're not giving you a true reading. They're giving you their opinion on the world. That's all that is. And that is all that is. Okay. On that note, I have these 2 cards that are sitting there, and like I've done in the last couple of readings, which, I like to just have the 2 cards sitting there just so that there's something on the video. But the spirits angels already know that I'm going to flip them over and see what they are. So this, again, is for the globe. This is for the world. This is not for me. This is not just for you, the viewer, although you're part of the world. You're part of the world collective of humanity. And so, the spirits and angels are sharing their message with me. And if there is something dark that comes through, and it has, and I'm getting ideas of what this is, I have no problem at all. In fact, I will ask the spirits and angels about the Queen of England and President Donald Trump in this reading. And whatever card comes through, I will see what I pick up from it. So we'll see where that goes. Again, this is for April 7th, 2020. And we're coming up on the 10th of April, which for the last week or so has been a pivotal day coming up as far as I'm concerned. Something is going on with the 10th. We also have Passover this week, and we have Easter coming up on Sunday, this coming Sunday. So we're in sort of a holy period, and I have been picking up that there's something that has to do with this. Things are happening during this time period because it is biblical. And it's also sort of a new beginning, Easter and Passover. We have this, excuse me, this new beginning. And I will apologize if I cough, because I do have a little bit of allergies, and it is springtime. So I'm going to cut the microphone for just a second. Okay, I'm back. Apologies for that, but you didn't hear me cough because I turned the microphone off. But as I was saying, if this is sort of a new beginning, and people are looking for hope, and they're looking for this new beginning, and I think it's coming. And there is something about April 10th. Something pivotal is happening on April 10th. Either the world as a whole, it will be announced that we're on the downswing with this virus, or at least in the United States, or a cure will be found, whether we know it or not. It may be something that's still in a lab, but looking back, we'll find out that April 10th something happened, or something else big is going on at the same time. But there is something about the 10th, and here we are on the 7th, and that's coming up. So anyway, let's see what we're starting with these 2 cards that I didn't even look at. I just shuffled the decks and went through them. I didn't let a card flip or anything, and I just took the top one when my brain said stop. The voice said stop, and I took the top card and threw it down. So we start off with Oceana, which is a repeat card from a couple of days ago. This is the messages from your angels cards. And this is the take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Well, I think maybe I just did that in my own little preamble to this reading. But but I wasn't giving you my political diatribe or whatever the word is. I didn't give you my political rundown of the world. I'm just talking about some of these other readers that are, and they're not. They're not. So yeah, I guess I'm lovingly asserting myself. Take action. You're in touch with the truth in this situation. Also, this is for the world. So trusting our gut and following the truth, and we should take action. Much of the world is, they're trying to, social distancing, washing their hands. We're doing all these different things. We are taking action so that we can get this pandemic to leave sooner than later. So I think that card was for me, and it was for the world too. It's a good way to start this reading. This was from the Major Arcana. We're starting off with Death, which was in the reading from a couple of days ago. The Death card does not mean death as like you're going to die. Sometimes I do take these cards for their actual name, but in this case, the Death card, if you look at it, it's a dark card, but it has that light in the background, and death has to happen no matter what. The death happens because it gives way to new birth, new things coming. The light in the distance, which is going to take over. Something has to pass on before the next phase can start. That's basically what it is. It was almost like I just heard, almost like an angelic sigh, like, yeah, that's it. I also, in my readings, I do just hear things, or spirits and angels just make me say things that just come out of the blue, and I do a double take. Like, I have to think, why did I say that? And it's just because that's what they're making me say. So I don't do much editing or anything with my videos. In fact, these last several ones that I've done have no editing. You're hearing exactly what I'm getting, and I'm not cutting anything out, and I'm just throwing it right on YouTube. I guess I could actually do them live on YouTube. This could be live, and then it would just be recorded, but I like to do it this way, just in case I have a coughing fit or suddenly have to run to the bathroom or something. I can edit it out. But anyway, death has to come so that you can get a new beginning. And we're getting ready for a new beginning. I believe that. And the messages have been very clear about that. So anyway, we're going to do the regular reading now, because these were just the starting cards. So that's basically, the spirits and angels threw those cards out. They knew I was going to look at them. They knew I was going to talk about them. And that's just what came out. So just to start off, spirits and angels, what message do you have for the world? Please come forward with the angel messages cards. And what message do you have for the world right now on April 7th, 2020? Please come forward. What general message do you have for the world? Okay, this is the card that flipped. Sometimes you can hear, because I'm shuffling very close to the microphone, you may hear like a click or a pop or something when the cards flip out. And this is a repeat card. And this is good. When the cards repeat like this, it's just confirming previous messages. And, I know some people would say, maybe your cards are rigged, or, they're sticking a certain way or whatever, and one card is going to come out no matter what. But I have not seen that. Sometimes cards that I have not seen in a very long time just appear, and they fit the question perfectly. But this is good. This is a good way to start the reading. It's the Shanti card from the Messages from Your Angels cards. There it is. Very, very this is the Peace card. I am the angel of peace. I bring you a new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So, this is a very calming card. And I've been saying that over the last several readings. We need to be calm. Remain calm. I know it's very stressful. I'm stressed because of not working, running out of money, I don't know if I'm going to get any payroll protection or government check or anything, which I could really use because I should be working. I was not fired. I'm sort of in limbo. So a lot of people are like that. Excuse me for one moment. I do need to do a quick cough. There we go. And so this is a very comforting card to start off with. A general message to the world. Whatever, I ask the spirits and angels, what message do they have for all of us? Remain calm. And there's going to be peaceful. There's a smoother road ahead. Thank you for giving us Shanti, spirits and angels. That's a very good way to start. I will go ahead and get the angel cards here. And I'm going to ask, is there... Now, I'm in the United States, so I'm not familiar with all the governments around the world. But, there's the Queen of England. I know she's not really like the president. She's more of a figurehead. So, spirits and angels, can you give me a card that would be a representation of the message you would like to give, or the advice you would give, or letting us know about what message conveys what the message that you feel would be the correct message for the Queen of England and the leadership in England, the UK, and Europe, and that part of the world. What message do you have for that part of the world in regards to the government in Europe, which does include Italy, where they're getting affected by this virus quite a bit? What angelic message card do you have for Europe and the government of Europe? Okay. Okay, so the Merlina card popped. This is a confusion card. You are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. So I'm not really following what's happening closely in Europe other than the virus. This may be related to something else, or is the European government or presidents, are they indecisive? I know, the one gentleman, he's in the hospital in intensive care. And I heard something on the news that would there be somebody else put in charge temporarily? Maybe this has something to do with that. So if you're watching, you know what? And that's, I just heard that angelic voice again. Yes, this has to do with the virus getting into the government system, people who are in power. Remain calm, be at peace, smooth the road ahead. But I do know the United States has sent some people to help out with his hospital care, so impossible treatment. So maybe this has something to do with that. You are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. So that is the message to the European government, the Queen of England. Of course, I did see Prince Charles has tested positive. So, maybe there's some decisions being made, because this is supposed to be for the government, on how they should handle this, maybe the treatment or care that's being given. And now I'm going to go ahead and see what the angel message is for the President of the United States, Donald Trump. What angelic message can you tell us regarding the President of the United States? Come forward, spirits and angels. What message do you have to convey to us regarding the government of the United States, in particular, Donald Trump? Okay, the cards are acting weird, which means there's a card trying to come out, which one did. And wow. If you go back and see my other readings, I got the card. My guardian angel. It's also an archangel. The Archangel Michael card. The warrior, the protector. This card doesn't come out often. It comes out, and it's a very, very important card to me. Now, Archangel Michael is the protector. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. This is a very positive card. If you hate Donald Trump, I don't care about that. My personal feelings don't have anything to do with it. This card came out for a reason. He's being watched over by Archangel Michael. Very, very powerful card. Very powerful card. Protector. And a warrior. The leader of the angels. Yeah, I'm just getting that this is a very positive card, and our government and the President of the United States is being guarded and watched over by Archangel Michael. Very powerful card when he appears. Let's go ahead and see what else comes through. The government and leadership of Australia. Spirits, angels, please come forward. What message do you have to convey to us about or for the government leadership of Australia, the land down under, southern hemisphere, where they're actually in fall, getting ready for winter? It's the opposite season down there. Please come okay. This is an interesting card to pop. Another archangel did come through. Archangel Gabriel. Now, this would probably make more sense to someone in the southern hemisphere in Australia. You have an important gift, an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So this is a helpful card. The word help, I will help you, is in there. And I know the virus is in Australia. It's spreading. I don't know about this important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Although what I'm getting here is, because this is for the government, I don't know if they're having trouble with communication with the people about this virus, or the word is not being understood properly, like the things that people should be doing. Maybe somebody can comment on this video. Are they having trouble with communicating in Australia? Because you have an important life purpose involving communications and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. So, is there a mixed message that's getting out to the people of Australia? I really don't know. But I'm getting this. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. It's almost like they don't want to start a panic, and they don't know how to communicate. That's what I'm getting. It's like, and maybe they're going to use the arts, like maybe celebrities to get the message out. I mean, that's happening here in the United States. But getting local celebrities in Australia in the arts, which is acting and maybe just in music or the arts, to give the message. And they need to sort of focus on the correct message. They're a little insecure about, like, what message do they want to give the Australian people. I'm not quite sure, but that's what I'm kind of getting. Like, there's some mixed messages going on. And it's because there's people in charge that don't quite know how they should portray it. Whether it should be more dramatic or not. That's what's coming to mind. So, if anybody's watching this in the land down under, maybe that message resonates. Again, this is for the government. This is for the leadership of Australia, not for the people. So that message from Archangel Gabriel comes for them. Let's see. And I'm going to go ahead and ask about China. It is a communist country. Not a lot of freedom. They say there is, but there really isn't. Spirits and angels, please come forward. What message do you have in regards to the government, the leadership of China, where this pandemic started? Oh, card flipped right over the way. This is interesting. The Ray card came out. It does kind of remind me of like an Asian meditation type of scene. Somebody sitting there in contemplation. This card says yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So, they need to have some spiritual growth, and they need to look within. And you know what? That's it. I mean, it says yoga and exercise, but I think the main message here for the Chinese government is they need to have some more spiritual growth and to look within to see what they're doing. And it will give them a peace of mind, and it's essential. That word sticks out too. I mean, yeah, it says yoga and exercise, but it's are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So what's coming through is they need to look within. The Chinese government need to look within themselves, and instead of doing their typical politics, which the world is running on a lot of different politics. These leaders need to look inside and determine what's really right, and listen to their own spirits, and they need to pay attention to their inner light. And I think what will happen is the spirits, angels, and the universe will guide them, because that's what they're here for. They're here to help us. I think that's what that message is all about. Okay, thank you, spirits and angels, for giving me those opening lines there with those cards. Let me shuffle these back into the deck. So using the Major Arcana cards, spirits and angels, please come forward. What Major Arcana card is your advice to President Trump of the United States? Just to confirm, the Archangel Michael card, which is a very, very powerful card. The head honcho of all the angels. What Major Arcana card? Okay, this is the one. The Hierophant. Card number 5. And there's that 5 again. 5. The 5th month is May. I'm still thinking next month, May, is going to be a good month. Now, the Hierophant is very traditional. He has expectations. He also has... He represents conformity. He's very rigid and likes to follow like a certain path. He's also really good at uniting people and does represent traditions. Now I'm asking about President Trump of the United States. Yes, he is trying to unite people. That's what I'm getting here. He's trying to unite people, and a lot of people think he's not, and they're saying he's dividing, but he's actually trying to unite people. And his rigidness, he wants to follow his own path. And I look at this card, and he likes, what I'm picking up? He likes to stand in front and be the leader, and he's very stuck in his ways. Like, he would really like, and this pandemic has really, like, I guess the phrase is thrown him for a loop. Because he has no control over this virus. He has no control over who lives and who dies. And he likes to have control. Now, he had Archangel Michael, who's giving him divine guidance, giving him the ability to be the leader. And he's trying to unite people, and he's following his own beliefs, and he's finding it very difficult. And I'm just hearing a lot of different things. So he's a very good leader. He really, really wants to unite people. He wants everybody to work together, this whole uniting thing. He wants to be hopeful too. And he's very traditional. Maybe he doesn't come across that way, but he's very old-fashioned. And it has nothing to do with his age. He wants everybody to get along. He wants the world to be a nicer place again. And this virus has just sort of screwed up everything. Also, Archangel Michael came through the other day because he's watching over all of us. And what I'm picking up is, because the Archangel Michael card came out before for President Trump. Trump wants to protect the whole world. He really does. And he's really stuck in his old-fashioned ways, and he's stuck in his own world, kind of, where he would like to have control and be. What he would like. What I'm getting is he would like to be able to just wave a magic wand and make the virus disappear and say, "Look, I got rid of it. It's gone." But that's not happening. And as much as he would love for it to just end, and he's trying to be so hopeful, it's not. What's actually happening is not unfolding the way he wants it to. Now, Archangel Michael is guiding him. He is trying to lead. And there's other things going on in the background. There's some evil in this world, and there is something else that's going on. And what I'm getting is, he's the President of the United States, which is, the most powerful position in the world. And there's something else going on, and I think he knows it. And he's juggling two jobs right now. Something else is going on in the background that's not getting a lot of media attention, because this pandemic, this international emergency is sort of taking up everything. It is what everything is revolving around. And he's also leading this other battle. And that's why he needs Archangel Michael, because Archangel Michael is bringing the angels forth to overcome another evil in the world. Again, go back and look at the previous days. There's something else going on at the same time. And the president's having a really hard time because he's dealing with a media that's very unfavorable to him, a lot of people saying things that are actually lies if you go and look up stuff. And he says things too that aren't quite right. And I think he feels bad about it because he's got a lot on his mind. I think, we're going to find out months or maybe even over a year from now what was actually going on. Or maybe sooner we'll find out. But there's other things going on, and he's juggling a lot of things. And like I said, he wants to be traditional. He wants things to be just right. He wants to be able to govern as a business person like he was. And he's been handed this pandemic, which is completely outside of his business realm. So, it's kind of like taking a doctor and throwing them into the middle of a construction site and saying, okay, Dr. Jones, you're now in charge of finishing this building. And, and he says, I'm a doctor, not a construction worker, I'm thinking of Dr. McCoy from Star Trek. I'm a doctor, not a, whatever. Or taking a, taking a duck out of the water that's swimming along and throwing it into Antarctica. The duck will be standing there like, what am I supposed to do here? It's freezing cold. I can't go swimming on the ice. What do I do here? So I think Trump is sort of in this weird position where he's really drawing upon his leadership skills, which of course a lot of people say he has none, but he actually does. And he's getting flack from all sides. And he just wants to get everything back together, and he wants to unite everybody. He wants to get rid of this virus, and he can't. And that's what's coming through. So Archangel Michael's there, and I think, I don't know if he has a spiritual advisor, or if he's paying attention to a preacher or a church, or if he's praying, but the angels are there. And Archangel Michael is watching over the earth with this other thing that's going on. And, it's, the President of the United States is in a very weird position, where he's not comfortable. And, I think, as time goes on, he's going to become more comfortable with this because he's learning a lot of science. He's learning about the medicine, and, he's listening to scientists, which is something he's never really done before. He's never had to deal with something like this. I mean, most people in the world have never dealt with anything like this. So, that's one thing. But, the message is, it's been very steady that we're coming out of this soon. I've gotten the angel of peace, smoother road ahead. Things are going to be getting better. And I think now that the President of the United States is seeing that this pandemic may be ending sooner than later, which I've been saying, that's the message I've been getting for a long time, that it's not going to last as long as they think. Treatments and a cure will come sooner than later, and it's not going to be as bad. I mean, yes, there's going to be a lot of people who die and suffer because of this, but it's not going to be as catastrophic as some were predicting. And I think the president now sees that. I mean, people are now telling him, he's seeing the data. He's getting the information that there is literally light at the end of the tunnel. And I think he's becoming happier, like he's getting more of an internal happiness. I'm going to go to the minor arcana cards just to get some more information on this. Spirits, angels, universe, please come through. Can you give me some more guidance, more information about President Trump of the United States, who's being protected and guided by Archangel Michael? And also, is the Hierophant out of his comfort zone? Can you clarify this a little bit more about the President of the United States, Donald Trump? Okay, this card just flipped over. Okay, interesting one here. Not getting silly with the fact that it's a queen, but yes, the Queen of Swords. Immediately what I think is he would like to have a sword that he could just cut this virus out of the world. That's what I'm getting. Just looking at the picture. He would love to be the king. In this case, it's the Queen of Swords. But he would just love to take a sword and just cut this virus out of the world and get it back to the way it was before. Because he can deal with the political jabs. He can deal with Congress and what they're doing. He can deal with that hate. He can deal with, people not liking him. That he can just just brush off. Because, in his mind, the economy was good. People were working again. There were so many good things happening in the country in his mind. And then this virus came and just messed it all up. And it's how dare this virus do that, So we have the Queen of Swords, and she's very self-sufficient. She also represents total honesty. And, for better or for worse, President Trump of the United States is bluntly honest. He says what's on his mind, whether you like it or not, or you want to believe it or not, or you can say he's stupid or whatever. But he just blurts out stuff, which has gotten him into a lot of trouble, obviously. And people twist his words and stuff. But she's representing honesty. And I think he's being very, very honest with the world and the nation, the United States. Because the Queen of Swords, she represents total honesty. And, he's out of his comfort zone. And so he's speaking, and what I've noticed, because I do pay attention because I'm in the United States and I'm concerned with what's going on here. He has started changing how he conducts himself in the press conferences. He's speaking more from the heart. And that total honesty is coming forward. And one thing I've noticed, and now that this card has come forward, he's very ego-driven. I mean, he's an egomaniac. I mean, we could all say that, and that can be a good thing. It can be a bad thing. Or it can be completely indifferent. It's just part of his personality. What I'm picking up is he's being more honest now. He is an honest person, but I think he's speaking more from his heart now, and he's giving a lot of credit to the people around him that are actually doing a lot of the work. That he's the president, but he's doing a lot of praise to a lot of people that are doing a lot of the legwork for him that he's not comfortable with it. He's not dealing with what he likes. He likes business. He likes money. He likes, uniting people. And I think what's coming through now is he's using that ability to try to unite people. He's been trying to unite, the Republicans and the Democrats. He wants to come to deals. That's one of his things. He likes to make deals. He says it. Whether you like it or not, that's what he likes. He likes to compromise. And he's being honest when he says that. And this virus has sort of ripped everything apart. And he's trying so hard. And I think what's making him calmer, because, he's got to be under a lot of stress. There's something else going on that's even either bigger or equal than this virus, and it's happening at the same time. He's involved with that. Plus, he wants the world and the nation to get better so that the economy can go back to the way it was, which he's happy with. He wants to go back to his comfort zone. And so I think he's pulling on this honesty and the fact that there's other people around him that are doing a lot of the legwork. He can give them praise, and I think he's realizing that it makes him look good to actually give praise to the people that are doing a lot of the actual work. Rather than saying it's me, 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 he's spreading that love and happiness around it, the people around him. And yeah, he's being honest about it. What else am I getting from this card? This Queen of Swords. I mean, that's basically it. That's what I'm getting here. Queen of Swords. That sword, like he would love to be able to just cut this virus out, clear it away. Actually, that clearing this virus away, clearing away is one of the attributes to the Queen of Swords, and and having pride, being full of ego, having that self-pride, that's definitely him. Also, she can be quite humorous. The Queen of Swords, I mean, you look at the card, she's so comfortable. She has her own way of humor. And President Trump, I've noticed in the last couple of press conferences, he's making little jokes here and there with his team. I think he's becoming more comfortable with not being the expert in everything. He can't help but say, like, I understand this, I understand that. I've done a great job. But then he also says, we've done a great job. We've done this. I have this wonderful team. He praises the vice president. He praises the doctors. So I think that's why this card came through, the Queen of Swords, because it's filling in the blank, and that's the things that she represents is what's coming through. Spirits, angels, universe. I'm going to ask you now. I'm not going to use the angel messages cards. Can you fill me in on the evil that has been alluded to in my readings and you've been giving me in my dreams that's going on at the same time, that you angels and spirits are working on with us, that's going on the same time as this virus? Do you have any other message regarding this other darkness that's out there, that's going on at the same time as this pandemic, that some world leaders, including the President of the United States, are aware of, and something else that's going on? You gave me the Devil card a few days ago. Okay, this card flipped. Alright, so this is the Teresa card. Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. So I've asked the question about this other thing that's going on. I think what the spirits and angels are saying is, regarding that, time out. Take care of yourselves first, because this is for the world. This is not just for me. This is not just for you. This is the world. This is global. So we need to take care of ourselves. We need to focus on this pandemic. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs. Now it's time to take care of yourself. Stop and take care of yourself. So yes, we do need to think of ourselves. And since I'm asking this question about this other thing that's going on, whatever it really is, and it's dark and it's evil, and the angels are there to help us, we do need to take care of ourselves. But can you, Spirits and Angels, I'm going to go to the Major Arcana cards here. Can you give me some more information about this other thing that's going on while we take care of ourselves and not worry so much about it? Because it's going on, it's like hidden from our view. So we are taking care of ourselves. But this other darkness that's going on, do you have a message? Okay, so this card just flipped. I mean, I wasn't really going through them that quickly, and it just flipped out. Flipped over right in my hand. Card number 4, the Emperor. We are in the 4th month, April. That's jumping out at me. The Emperor is holding a globe. Let me put that here. So here is the Emperor card. Card number 4. We are in the 4th month. And he's holding the globe there. See it? He's very logical. He is very organized. He's the Emperor. He also does represent leadership. Now I'm asking about this other thing that's going on. He is also very strategic in his planning. People respect him because he is the Emperor. What I'm getting here is this Emperor is working on a strategy. He's planning a strategy for the earth, for the world. That's what I'm getting. There is a strategy that's being planned, and this is global. This is for the world. This other darkness, this other evil. And, a couple of days ago, the Devil card came out, which I took as actually the devil. Like, it's something really bad. And it's not just one world leader. This is something that's like, I'm seeing, it's funny because I'm seeing like, this is very weird. I was just shown, I'm just going to say what I was just shown. What the angels just showed me was a giant octopus that has its tentacles all around the world. Like, it's not in the ocean. It's like a gigantic, like, space alien type. This may sound weird, but just imagine a giant, like, bigger than the Earth octopus. And it could actually, like, wrap its tentacles around the entire planet. That's what I just saw. That's what they just showed me. It's an octopus with its tentacles wrapped completely around the Earth. And the octopus is like a nasty octopus. Like, it's got its tentacles in everything. Every continent, every ocean has been touched by this like nasty octopus. And it's holding the Earth. It's suffocating the Earth. And we have to get rid of this octopus. This octopus needs to be destroyed. And it's big. It encircles the entire Earth. That's what I was just shown. And I look at this card. And this Emperor wants... Look at the picture. It's a beautiful picture. Blue sky. It's like a spring day. Kind of like the Empress. It's a beautiful picture. And he's holding the Earth. And the Earth doesn't have that giant octopus. He's holding the Earth. But he doesn't have his hands completely wrapped around it. He wants to get rid of this octopus. This evil octopus. It's very weird. Yeah, evil octopus. It's like strangling the earth. We need to take care of ourselves and get out of this pandemic, because we also need to get rid of this evil octopus. Very, very weird. This reading is going on for a long time, so I am going to end it kind of soon. But again, I'm not editing or anything. I want you guys, I want everyone who's watching to actually hear everything. Spirits, angels, universe, can you give me more information about that evil octopus with its tentacles all around the world that we need to destroy, because it's strangling the earth. It's strangling all of us. I'm going to go to the angel cards here. What? Okay, another archangel flipped out. Now, let me see how this fits in. It's Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel saying, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to a greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. This card came up a couple of days ago. This is a repeat. This card is telling us that we need to open to this greater love. And the archangels and the angels are going to help us release anger and unforgiveness from our heart and mind. This evil octopus, if you want to, I mean, it's not an actual octopus. They're giving me a representation, and I'm still seeing it. They're showing me this octopus, and it's like squeezing the earth. And this octopus is entangled in so much around the world that we're all being impacted by it in one way or another, because its tentacles are all around the world. And when this evil octopus, you know, I'm just using that as the metaphor, is destroyed, there's going to be anger and unforgiveness, because people are not going to understand that this needed to be done. Remember a couple of days ago, I got the death card related to this. All right, I'm going back to the major arcana cards, spirits and angels. Were you telling me about the death of this metaphoric octopus, this giant octopus that's strangling the earth? Can you give me a confirmation of that message, or a related message to let me know that I'm on the right track? Because I'm hearing a lot of different things. You're giving me a lot of different ideas right now. And I'm just going to use the major arcana cards, because this needs to be an important big message. So can you make a card pop, flip out, flip over, land on the floor, or do something that will let me know what... Okay. This card just flipped over. It didn't fall on the floor, but it flipped over within the deck. Card number 2. The High Priestess. High Priestess. She represents patience and listening to the spirits. Okay, so I am listening. She's kind of mysterious. She also says that we should trust ourselves. She also represents secrets. And there's that moon, which is kind of mysterious. Secrets. World secrets. This octopus is full of secrets. We need to be patient. The spirits and angels are on this. I keep getting that message, and we need to be calm. We need to take care of ourselves. They're on this. We've got the Emperor. Spirits and angels. I'm going to use the messages from the angel cards. Can you give me more information about these secrets or this octopus that's strangling the earth with its tentacles? What about these secrets? What about we take care of ourselves? We're going to get over this pandemic. But what else? What other information can you give me in the world about this? Okay. This is interesting. I don't get this card this often. The Desiree card came out. This is this is one of the no cards. This is a negative card. Now I just asked for more information. This is a direct answer. No, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help, guide, and comfort you. In this case, they're not answering my question. I don't usually get that. I also asked for some of the secrets. I asked them, can they give me more information? And they're telling me with this card directly, no. Conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait, this is... Okay. This reading is for the world. I just heard that in my head. An angel just said to me, this reading is not for you. This reading is for the world. It just reminded me. See, I'm taking it personally. I'm thinking like, oh, they just answered my question. I'm asking because this reading, this is going out on YouTube. This is going to be for the world. No, conditions are unfavorable right now. We are not to know the answer to that right now. They're telling us. I got to read the rest of the message for this. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help, guide, and comfort you. They're going back to that. They want to comfort us. They want everything to be okay. I see my candle starting to go out there. They don't want this message going out right now. They don't want it on this video. They don't want to give me any clues because now is not the time. And a couple of days ago, we had the card that talked about, I forget which one it was about divine timing. We're in divine timing. We're not on our time. Let me see what the rest of this message is for Desiree. Okay. It is a little bit dark here because it's late at night. So I need some extra light. The Desiree card says, there is a reason why you asked for heaven's opinion about this situation. Yeah, there's a reason. I wanted to put it out there. In your heart, you knew that something was amiss. That's exactly what I've been getting in my dreams. There's something wrong, and now you're showing me this giant octopus with its tentacles wrapped around the world. Yeah, something is amiss. So the spirits are saying, and the angels are saying, I am here to help you trust this wisdom within your heart. Although it may seem romantic to jump in without looking, this situation warrants otherwise. Since I am one of your guardian angels, your happiness is my central mission. This situation as it currently stands won't bring you the joy that you seek. Okay, so I mean, if this was a love reading, yeah, this would be like, no, this is not the person for you. But this is a global message about what's going on. And I'm asking specifically about something evil and bad. And they're basically saying, no, now is not the time. You shouldn't be dealing with this right now. It's almost like the angels are saying, we've got this. You shouldn't be worrying about this. Let's see, it also says, there are options available to you. One is to wait. This will certainly improve your outlook, either because you will learn more information. You will learn more information. Or because something better will come along. Now, they've been telling us in previous readings, go back and watch some of the ones for the last week or so about this. Everything is going to turn out okay. Let me see what else this says. Okay. You certainly have the free will to do so. Be assured that I will stay with you whether you heed my caution or not. If you fall into a situation where you need my rescue, I will be there with my unconditional love. Each time that you listen to me, and also each time that you ignore me, you grow and learn. What an important message, because this is for the world. This is not just for me. Of course, I'm taking it personally, but because I'm doing the reading and it's because I'm seeing things and they're telling me things. But this is for the world. So that's advice for the world. Wow, what a strong message. And I immediately thought, like, where'd this message come from? This is the no card? What is this about? But now it makes total sense. Can you, spirits and angels, elaborate? Can you give me a little bit more information with the angel cards? I won't ask for anything specific, but what other message do you have for the world at this point on April 7th regarding what's going on in the world right now, both the pandemic and also this underlying evil, this octopus with its tentacles everywhere? What other message do you have for me? Can you give us, the world, the globe, more information? I do need to wrap this reading up, so can you give me a message pretty quickly, because these cards aren't flipping out and nothing's coming through. I know, it's on divine timing, and you're going to make the card that needs to come out, right? Whoop, okay, one just flew on the floor. Excuse me for a moment. Wow. Another one. The Bridget card has popped. This is the caution card. So we got this card, and now we've got the caution card. Caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. And I just heard the words, be careful. The Bridget card. Let me see what the additional message is for that. I've never had those two cards come out like that back to back. So I'm getting a caution. We got that no card, like basically don't ask any questions right now. And then Bridget's basically this, the Bridget card's the caution. Caution is warranted. Look deeper. You have asked for heaven's guidance and it is given. This situation isn't right for you, since vital information has been concealed, so you will need to dig deeper and ask more questions of those involved. Trust your gut feelings, since that is how I communicate with you. Please don't worry that this situation is the only opportunity available to you. It isn't. There is something better waiting for you. Again, this is for the world. So, what's going on right now? This isn't the way it's supposed to be. There's something better. And we're being cautioned. I'm also getting a feeling like I should not be asking any more questions about this. Because this is, okay, I just heard, this cannot be put out yet. When the time is right, we will find out everything. Okay, so what else does it say here? There is something better waiting for you, but first you will have to free yourself. Remember that nature abhors a vacuum, so you must create a vacuum, and then the new situation will reveal itself. The evil octopus with its tentacles around the world has to be killed first. We have to get rid of this tentacled monster with its tentacles all around the world. And once that has been removed, the vacuum will be in place, and then something better will grow from it. That's what I'm getting. Clearly, it takes courage and faith to leave a situation that you have vested interest in. Well, yeah, that makes sense. If this tentacled monster is all over the world, has its tentacles and everything, if you remove it, it's going to be like something's missing, and people will feel that. So clearly it takes courage and faith to leave a situation that you had a vested interest in. So yeah, if you're part of the world with this tentacled monster, and then that monster is taken away, you were part of it. You're going to feel that. Yeah, you have a vested interest in it. Let's see. You may feel disappointed and betrayed. That is why you must call upon me and your other angels to help you stay strong and true to yourself. You deserve situations that are aligned with love, and you don't have to settle for anything less. Okay, so now this card makes total sense. That's the message to the world. This tentacled monster has to be removed, and it's going to be. That's part of the plan. That's what this is. And it's going to happen. And remember, previous readings, this is all in motion right now. Spirits and angels, can you give me additional information with the minor arcana cards? I'm going to shuffle them real quick here, and I am going to wrap up this reading. We're getting a lot of information, and it's actually, those two cards actually make so much sense, and I've never gotten those back-to-back like that. I usually consider those as like sort of dark, no negative cards, but their meaning actually fits the situation. So can you give me a little bit more detail without giving too much information away, but can you give me clarification or additional information on these two cards? What is your additional message regarding this situation from the minor arcana? Okay. These cards are acting weird, so let me shuffle them again. All right, here we go. Make a card pop to give me additional information. Now they're going nice and smooth. Which card is going to pop? Oh, this one. Okay. You heard that one. I'm sure you heard that one because I had it close to the microphone. Okay. The Six of Pentacles. This is somebody who has the Pentacles, and they're helping those who need help. We're going to be able to help each other. Again, it's a nice picture. At first glance, you say, oh, this is kind of a gloomy picture because of the two people on the ground, but the sun is out, nice blue sky in the background, and it's somebody who's helping others with the Six of Pentacles. Now, the sixes themselves are considered to be sort of a pause. They're between 5 and 7, where the 5s represent some type of change and the 7s are like, be here. They're in the present. 6 is sort of in the middle, and the Six of Pentacles is talking about paying off debt, being generous. I'm getting, because this is for the world, I think this is telling us that the financial situation of the world, the United States, is going to improve. And that's part of this. we're going to get rid of this monster, and there's going to be money that's going to be available. Okay, I just was shown something. I just saw, like, it was looking at the Earth from space. Now again, imagine this giant, this giant, larger than the Earth octopus with its tentacles wrapped around the planet. And I just saw the body of this monstrous octopus explode, but instead of like guts, like, oh, sorry, I hit the microphone. Instead of guts flying out through space, it was money flying out. Like, it was almost like a giant pig, like a piggy bank. Once this monster is destroyed, there's going to be money that's going to come from it. Because it had its tentacles all around the world, it's been sucking up money. Not eating money, but it's been sucking up money. And once it's destroyed, that money will be free again. And so you've got the Six of Pentacles where you'll be able to be generous. The world financial stage will improve again. And those who need the money will be able to have it. And they'll be able to lift themselves up. And they'll be able to help others. And so on and so on and so on. It's like a new beginning. The Six of Pentacles also talks about help. So, in particular, just help. Either you're giving it or you're receiving it. And so that's part of it too. But yeah, the whole financial part of it's there too. So there's going to be a lot of help in the world. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Once this evil is conquered and destroyed, and this is going on, this is happening now. Like, the strategy is being worked on to get rid of this monster. And we shouldn't be asking about it. And the spirits and angels are not going to give us any more details about where this is or what it is. But I think this octopus strangling the world with its tentacles all over the planet, in every land, in every ocean, it's like entangled into everything, is an important symbol. Spirits and angels, I'm going to wrap up this reading. I'm going to use the major arcana cards. If you could describe this evil octopus, this metaphoric octopus, with one of the major arcana cards, what would it be? Oops. Okay. Well, that pretty much says it all. I think you already know what card this is. The Devil card popped. This is the devil entangled in the earth, our planet, our society. And it's actually part of us. And I don't think this is like sins or anything like that. This is not... This is corruption. This is like a deep corruption that we are all chained to, whether we like it or not. It's this monster that's entangled itself in the earth and in our society. So don't think that this is like just people doing bad things or sinful things. No. This is something that has to be destroyed. This is something that's, the emperor is working on. There's a strategy for this. And we're going to find out about it fairly soon. The spirits and angels are not going to fill us in. It's going to be us. We're going to find out what this is all about. So I'm going to wrap up the reading with that. because I mean that's pretty blatant. Um, Thank you, spirits and angels, for coming forward and giving me such an elaborate reading tonight. I need to put these cards away. Right, that goes in the major thing. So I want to thank you all for watching. Subscribe, ring bells, whatever you're supposed to do here on YouTube. I don't really follow that. It doesn't matter to me how many followers or subscribers I have. I'm here to get the message out. That goes here. And that card goes here. Okay. And as I pick up the cards, yes, I look at the bottom card just to see what's there. Okay, the bottom of the Angel's Messages cards was Indriel, this card here. It says, "You are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants." I think that's a message for me and for you, because this is for the world. A very, very nice card. All right, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck for the Major Arcana cards. Oh, yes, the Judgment card. The big message coming from the angels above. Judgment card. Yeah. We're getting this big message from above. Card number 20, the Judgment card. Clarity. Final decisions. Wake-up call. That kind of stuff. Joy. People are happy. That's what this is all about. We're gonna get to that point. And then remember, we also had the World card in the previous reading, so that means the cycle ends, and we complete this phase of our being. This Judgment card, it reminds me a lot of the Archangel Michael card, and it's almost like the trumpets from above, the trumpets from the heavens and from the angels are going to blow upon us, and we're going to have a lot of things revealed to us. That's what I'm picking up on this. Wow. Clarity, final decisions, a wake-up call. It's like, ta-da! We're going to find out everything. Everything is going to be revealed. And the card that was right underneath it, it's kind of funny. The card right underneath it was card number 14, the Temperance card. Because I had them flipped over. So there's the Temperance card, number 14, which is talking about harmony and balance and stuff like that. So, control. Yeah. Amazing how they wrap up this reading like that. And what's on the bottom of the Minor Arcana cards? It is the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. The rainbow. The storm goes away, and we got the Ten of Cups. The rainbow comes out. Wow. And that's family. You're content. Love and support. Everyone's happy. Wow. And underneath that card, when I took this Ten of Cups off, it was the Ace of Swords. And, aces are the gifts. We're getting the gift. As far as I'm concerned, that was left there for a reason, because I knew I would look at it. The Ace of Swords is, the gift of new ideas. It could represent new conflict, but also mental clarity. What's funny is, that card could also represent surgery, like a successful surgery. Remember what I said earlier about President Trump when we got the Queen of Swords, and I said it's almost like he would love to just cut that virus out of the world because he doesn't want to deal with it, like because he's not in his realm, he's not in his comfort zone. I think this card is telling us this is going to be a gift from the angels. We're going to find a way to get rid of that virus. It's not literally surgery. It is, we're going to cut this virus out and we're going to get back to normal sooner than later. Either a cure, treatment, whatever. Or, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be immune to it. This virus is going to disappear, or we're going to find a way to get rid of it. That card appeared for a reason underneath that 10 of cups. So, yeah, pretty cool. So with that, I'm going to end off this reading. I want to thank you all for watching on this rather long one. Wow, this is a really long one, hour and a half. But I thank you, spirits and angels, for coming forward and giving us your message. I will do these readings as time permits, and I feel that I should. I think some things were revealed here. I am getting very tired because it's early in the morning here on the 7th of April. So if you have some ideas, please feel free to comment. And if you've been having any dreams like this or getting any ideas, I would be happy to have them posted in. Maybe if we work together, we can get a clearer picture of what's going on. Although with the caution card there, I think we do have to be careful of how far we want to delve into the other situation that's going on beside this virus, because I think the spirits and angels want us to just not worry about that because they've got it under control, and all will be revealed when it's time, and everything is going to get better. I mean, it's going to be, I think this is going to be sort of a true awakening coming on a global scale. This is not like an impeachment of a president or an ousting of a world leader or, the overthrow of a government or anything like that anywhere in the world. I think this is that evil octopus with its tentacles everywhere that's going to be undone. It's going to be killed, and the tentacles will be pulled out of everything where they are. And then it's like a piggy bank, so there's going to be money that's in this octopus that will then be out there again. It'll be part of it's going to help the economic recovery around the world. And I'm not sure if this will be plainly described for us. I think it's going to be more of a case of we're going to find out what's been going on, but I think it goes deeper than what we will even find out. And it's probably for our own good that we don't find out. But things will improve in such a way that everyone will be better off. Like, the world will become a better place. I mean, yes, we will still have our problems and our disagreements and stuff, but I think the idea is a lot of good things are going to happen once all of this passes. And I think, since we're in this Holy Week, and I've mentioned biblical, I've mentioned, the 10th of April, which is coming up. This is coming up on Easter. We've got Passover. We've got the 10th of April. This turning point that I've been picking up on, and things getting better for May. I just think we're in the middle of this right now, and that card has come up. Go back to the other readings. We're in the middle of this. Everything is in motion right now. This is not coming up. This is not in the past. It's happening right now. And that's why I've been getting lots of dreams, a lot of messages, and compelled to do these readings online. And even compelled to point out where you need to be cautious about other readers online that are not truly tapped into the love and light of the spirits and angels in the universe. And they're using that to push their own ideas. And you need to be very cautious about that, because that, again, is not what the universe, that's not what the spirits and angels are about. They are not about attacking people, and they're not about taking personal feelings and having them portrayed as what the messages are from the angels, the spirits, and the universe as a collective. So on that, I thank you for watching. I'm going to switch it back over to the clouds, and From me to you, I say namaste. I honor the light in all of you. Peace, love, health to everyone who's watching. And thank you again.